Hey, what's going on? How are all my GTA grinders out here doing today? I'm back with the second video of the Broke to Ballin series. The first video I showed you guys how to go from a level 1 player in the game, having nothing, starting out from the beginning, no houses, no properties, no nothing, to getting your first $1,000,000 so that you can go ahead and purchase the CEO office. So I started off, I deducted all the money out of my original player's account. As you saw at the beginning, that was my original player. So we came here and we got up to our first $1,000,000 so that we could go ahead and purchase our CEO office. Now, if you want to do it a little quicker, you can just get the motorcycle club, because we're just going to be getting this for the second step of this series. So it can be either be the CEO office or motorcycle club. First, I'm just going to go over a little quick overview of how we got to that first $1,000,000. So what we did first, we're always going to do this. We did the double money and reward point missions that Rockstar comes out with every week. Sometimes they're double money. Last week we had some triple money rewards. That doesn't happen all the time, but there is always a double money reward that you can earn a lot of money on doing. You can also get your respect points or your rank points, whatever they're called, up, and you can start to unlock new things in the game, because you're going to have to unlock some things. You see the rank up points. You're going to have to unlock a few things in order to have everything accessible to you. You'll be unlocking clothes, you'll be unlocking the ability to even be a CEO, the VIP ability, all that stuff. So the next thing we did was came over here, and that's why we need the VIP, is because we're going to run the Sightseer and the Headhunter missions back to back. If you get tired of the double money or the triple money and you just want to do something else, just to change up the speed of everything, we come here and we do those. The next thing we did was came out again, this is Headhunter. The next thing we did was there are a few missions on the game that are going to pay you out $250,000, like the treasure hunts and the bounty hunter missions and all of that. So we went ahead and we did the bounty hunter mission first, and we made $250 off that. Again, you got to go to your phone and you see the email from Mod, and you just go get all of the bounties, collect all of the bounties on the people, kill them or take them in, whatever you want to do. It's quicker to kill them so you can get the money faster. It's not worth it to take them in. Then we're going to get the axe mission, and we have to go get the kill so we can get the prize for that. Now, it doesn't necessarily matter what order you do any of these in. With me, I just started off doing the double money reward mission so I can get up to $100,000, and I can start accessing the VIP missions, because you have to have at least $50,000 in your bank account in order to access the VIP mission. So like I said, it doesn't matter what order you do these in. You can do the treasure hunts first, do the double or triple money reward missions, and then do the other stuff that I talked about. We also went to flight school on here. That's another way to make a little bit of quick money. And like I said, you can do all of these treasure hunts, and you're going to get a little bit of extra money for that. You're going to start at your first $1,000,000. Really, we worked our way up to $1,000,000 right here so we could buy the CEO office. So once you've made your first $1,000,000 and you purchase the CEO office, the next thing we're going to have to do is go back, and we're going to have to grind out these double and triple money and reward point missions, and we're also going to grind out the Sightseer and the Headhunter missions. And I know this can be, gruesome and gets boring sometimes to some people. I think the double money missions are pretty fun, depending on what they are, but I do think they are pretty fun. I enjoy doing them, most definitely, just going back and doing it, because I haven't done it in so long until I made this video, and I just forgot how fun they were. So those things, they get you respect, your reward points up, your rank points or whatever, and they also bring you in some money so we can get up to the either $8 million that you're going to need to purchase the arcade. You can purchase the arcade first. I don't recommend it, because you have to have different people in the game. You're going to at some point need somebody in order to get through those Diamond Casino heist missions. So at $1.8 million, 1.85, something like that, you can purchase your arcade and start doing those heists. But we're going to go ahead and grind all the way up till we get to $2.2 million, so that we can go ahead and purchase the Kasatka submarine and start grinding out the Cayo Perico heist. We're going to be making this money all solo. There's going to be no need for anybody else to help us out. If you don't have any friends, this is perfect for you. If you do like to play with friends, you can do this with friends as well, or you can do the Diamond Casino heist and get the arcade first. Doesn't really matter, but I do recommend getting this first just because it is solo and you can, it's the newest one in here, and there are a few different features, like you can spawn your submarine close to the locations of the prep mission, so it'll make it a lot faster to do. You can't do that with the arcade. Now, if you do decide to purchase your arcade first, I most definitely wouldn't. I know the ones at the top of the map up here are a little bit cheaper. It looks like a good idea possibly, but I guarantee it's not. You're gonna have to drive to a lot of locations south of the map. I would recommend getting either this one here or this one, because they are the closest ones to the casino. They're at the, close to the middle of the map in the city, and a lot of your prep missions are going to be closer to these locations most of the time. Sometimes you still have to go up to the top of the map, but for the majority of the time you'll be able to get closer missions with those two, and that the price is right for them, and they're in the best location in my opinion. Now, if you decided to go ahead and just grind up a little bit more to get the $2.2 million and go ahead and get the Kasatka, you've done some more double or triple money reward missions, or you've done some sightseer missions. Now it's time. We're finally here. We have $2.2 million in the bank, and we have our CEO office. It's time for us to come to Warstock and purchase our Kasatka so that we can launch the Cayo Perico heist. Now again, this is $2.2 million. You're gonna need to have this, have the capability of becoming either a CEO or a motorcycle club president in order to get this. So you could have gotten the CEO office, or you could have just went ahead and gotten a cheap motorcycle clubhouse in order to be able to access the screen in the Kasatka to have access to the Cayo Perico heist. Now, once you have made it to this point and you have your Kasatka and you're running your Cayo Perico heist, or you even have your arcade and you're running those Diamond Casino heists, you have made it to the point where you're about to make money like you never have in this game. There's no other way to make money like you can with these two heist missions. With the Cayo Perico heist and the the Diamond Casino heists are the best two money makers in the game. Some classify them as businesses. They're just grinds to me. It's all active. You're not making money unless you're active, unlike the Nightclub, which we're going to get into a little later. Now, with that being said, there are a few other purchases that we're going to have to make. And guys, for this to work out, you are going to have to practice some self-discipline. You can't be buying the supercars and the unnecessary properties that aren't making you a return on your investment before you start buying these assets, if you will. It's just like real life. You need to get these assets so they can afford those liabilities for you. So what we're going to do is just continue to run these heists. We're going to run them until we get up to enough money to, since we already have the heist, we're going to go ahead and just grind until we get enough money to purchase the businesses all at once, because there's another step in here that's going to help you make money while you are playing the Cayo Perico heist. We want to make money as fast as possible, so we're going to utilize all the strategies in order to do that. And with that being said, when you are in this Cayo Perico heist, there are going to be a lot of guards out there that look intriguing to kill, but you do not have to kill every single guard. It's actually just a waste of time to kill them all. With the amount of guards that you're gonna kill on the way to the safe, you'll be able to find the guard with the keys and the key cards. So don't worry about that. Just if you want to do it fast, you can go kill them all. I went around to explore everything as well, so I killed them all, but it's not necessary. And if you want to do it as fast as possible so you can grind as many of them out as you'd like so you can get up to the next stage in the series, then you're just going to want to run through it and just kill the ones that are necessary to kill to get to where you're trying to go. So now we finished our first heist. We made about $1.5 million, and it looks like we get a little bonus. It looks like I'm not sure exactly how I got that, but we got some sort of bonus that brought us up to about $2 million for the heist. So what we're gonna do now, once we get to the $1.8 million mark, as you saw when we purchased a Kasatka, there was a helicopter called the Sparrow on there. So we're gonna want to go ahead and purchase that Sparrow. I know, I know you guys want the Oppressor, you guys want other vehicles in the game, you guys probably don't think this is worth it. The reason I'm gonna go ahead and spend that $1.8 million on this Sparrow is because I can have it spawned inside of the Kasatka, and I can just fly out from this vehicle to any point in the game doing my prep missions. This right here is going to make the prep mission so much faster. I know that first one you guys had to do, it took you a while. You had to drive around. Like I said, you can send your submarine, do a quick travel to get close to the location, but even with that, if you don't have like this, it's still time consuming trying to get to the location. With this, you just fly out from the submarine and you can, just complete all the missions in no time, and you can add weapons onto it. Like I said, for some reason I got that extra money, and it put me at a point where I could pay the 1.8 million and also pay I think it was like 250,000, something like that, in order to get these homing missiles on here. So this is most definitely a necessity. I know we all want the Oppressor. The Oppressor's, high price. This is pretty high price too, but it is well worth it. I know it doesn't take much damage. It takes about 2 hits and it's blown up, but as you can see, you can just access it from any point. Just fly right off the submarine and fly right back onto it and fly it inside the submarine. Now with any other vehicle, like, you can try to fly to the submarine, but a lot of the times when I go in and come back out, for some reason my vehicle got destroyed and I have to pay Morris Mutual in order to replace it. It's like it was my fault, I guess, because it fell off the submarine and went into the water, something, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. It's annoying though, and this vehicle right here is a blessing. I love the fact that it's on here, and I utilize it more than probably my Oppressor now, because I do a lot of those heists. But yeah, once you do have the Kasatka and the Sparrow so that you can just launch right off of the Kasatka, we're going to just start to grind out those Cayo Perico heists. Again, it makes me about $1.25 million to about $1.6 million a time. So we're going to go ahead and just grind these out. I'm going to just keep going into them, relaunching them, doing all the prep setup missions. This is going to take a few hours to do, because we're going to try to work our way up to at least about $7 million so that we can come purchase our motorcycle club first. Now, when you purchase your motorcycle club, again, this is the same with all the businesses. You have these ones up here on the north side of the map in Paleto Bay, and then down here in the Grand Sierra Desert, or whatever it's called, Grand Senora Desert. And they do have better price tags on them. They look a bit cheaper, but they're in locations that, I'm not trying to fly to. I like to keep all of my businesses and all of my properties bunched up together down here in the city. Now with these, let's see, these are 0.5 million, dang near 300,000 or 400,000, where the other one's not 1.5 but 1.4 million. Let me stop doing numbers. 0.4 million. And anyway, you can come in here. You don't need any of these cosmetics on your motorcycle club warehouse. They are cool, aesthetically pleasing for later on when you do have money. Like I said, we're going to be disciplined now and not spend any unnecessary money on unnecessary things. We can go ahead and name the motorcycle club, pick a logo if you'd like. Alright, so once you've went ahead and purchased your motorcycle clubhouse, you're going to want to come to your back office in the clubhouse so you can access the computer that is in that office. And this is where you are going to be able to purchase all of your motorcycle club businesses, your cocaine factory, the meth lab, your weed farm, the document forgery office, and the counterfeit cash factory. Now, the reason we are purchasing these is because, like I said, we are going to do the Cayo Perico heist, while in the background our nightclub is going to be collecting money from these businesses. So we are going to need all of those businesses plus a hangar or a cargo warehouse inside of the CEO office. So again, with these businesses, it's just like those. The cheaper ones are usually at the top of the map in the worst locations, Paleto Bay and in the desert. And once you get down the list into the million, 1.5, $1.8 million properties, then they are in better locations, much better locations. So what I'm going to go ahead and do for the purpose of this video is purchase all of my properties because I might just use this character, you know, to just play with once I'm done with this series. So I'm gonna purchase all the properties in the city in Los Santos, so that if I ever do decide for whatever reason to do those missions, if I'm getting bored or whatever, sometimes I do grind out those missions. I hardly ever do, but they'll be close to me, and you know, it'll pay off later. All right, so whatever locations you do decide to purchase, cool, whatever. Next thing we're gonna do, we're not gonna pay for the upgrades for those businesses just yet. We're just using those so that they can fill up our nightclub in the background again, folks. So go ahead and purchase all 5 of the businesses. Again, the location doesn't necessarily matter, but I would keep them closer to the city. So in the next video, we're going to go ahead and go over the things you need to do inside of your nightclub so you can make millions of dollars in the background while you do these casino heists. Now, if you did make it this far in the video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Make sure you like the video. I'm trying to get this video up to at least 50 likes. You know, the last one did pretty good, so I, went on and dropped this one. I appreciate you guys for viewing that. And this is the next video is not gonna be the end of the series. Well, it actually might be. I think the next video might be the last video of this series. I'm gonna go ahead and put everything into that because it's not much more after you get the nightclub. You just have to have the businesses to support it. So again, I appreciate you. Y'all take it easy. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, and until next time.